Welcome to this video. This video we will discuss about neural networks. This video we will cover what are neural networks and what are the different types of neural networks. First we will look at what is neural network. Neural networks are computational models inspired by the human brain that designed to process and analyze patterns in data. Neural network act as the core technology, allowing the system to learn pattern from existing data and generate entirely new original content like text, images, or audio that will create realistic and creative outputs based on input prompts. Essentially, it is the engine that powers the generation of new content by identifying and replicating complex patterns within datasets. Neural networks excel at identifying patterns and relationships within vast amount of data, which is crucial for generating new content that resembles existing data. It consists of layers of interconnection nodes that transform input data into meaningful output. Most generative AI models utilize deep neural networks, which consist of multiple layers of interconnected nodes, allowing for more sophisticated pattern recognition and learning. Every neural network has a structure or architecture that starts with an input and ends with an output. In between, a number of hidden layers exist that the data passes through. Each layer contains nodes or neurons that react to the data in various ways, and each node has a weight that affects how it reacts to the input. The basic structure of a neural network consists of three main components: the input layers, the hidden layers, and the output layer. A neural network can have one or multiple hidden or output layer depending on complexity. Information is received in the input layer and the input node process it. Then it decide how to categorize it. Then it is transferred to next layer. That will be the hidden layer. Hidden layer can receive the information directly from the input layer or other hidden layers. There are various hidden layers based on the type of neural network being used. At this point in the process, hidden layer take the input, process the information from the previous layer, and then move it into the next layer. That may be the hidden layer or the output layer. The output layer is the final layer in a neural network. After receiving the data from the hidden layer, the output layer process it and convert into the output value. Neural network architecture refer to the structure of the neural network or numbers and type of the layers. Let us discuss some of the different types of neural networks. Feed-forward neural networks. A feed-forward is the one of the most basic form of neural network. As the name suggests, feed-forward neural networks feed the data forward from input to output. This is the one of the simplest structure of neural network. It has an input layer followed by a series of hidden layers and end with an output layer. Data flows into the algorithm through the input and pass through the node in the first layer. The first layer of nodes compute the data based on the node's weight and passes the calculation to the next layer of nodes. Each node in each layer connected to each node in the next layer, but the data can only flow toward the output. We can use this type of neural network for pattern and image recognition, regression analysis, and classification. But the main limitation of this type of neural network is lack of understanding of temporal or spatial relationships in the data. Next, we will look at recurrent neural network. This type of neural network is used for sequential data or time series prediction. This type of network can make stock market prediction by calculating what is likely to happen in the future based on what happened in the past. You can also use a recurrent neural network for tasks like translation. The architecture of recurrent neural network is similar to feed-forward neural network. Addition to the feedforward neural network, a recurrent neural network uses loops to circle the data back through the hidden layer before returning the output. Sometimes recurrent neural network include special hidden layers called context layers, which provide feedback to the neural network and help it become more accurate. It's mainly used for text generation and music composition. Convolutional neural network. These type of networks are particularly skilled at recognizing patterns and image. These type of neural network are commonly used in AI technologies like computer vision. It differs from other network because of their architecture. In addition to input and output layer, convolution layer filter the input for extracting various features. Typically, it should be an image. This data then feed into a pooling layer for simplifying the parameters, but it will keep the important information. This process repeat many times, sometimes include other layers as well. This type of neural network is designed to process image data by identifying spatial hierarchies. Generative adversarial network are a class of machine learning models designed for generating new data that mimic a given dataset. GANs were introduced by Ian Godfellow and his colleague in 2014 and have since become one of the most exciting developments in generative AI. GANs consist of two neural networks. That is the basic difference between other two neural networks we discussed before. Generator and discriminator. Generator network generate new data instance. It take random noise as input and tries to produce data similar to the training data. Discriminator network evaluate this data. It distinguish between real data and fake data. The generator tried to create realistic data to fool the discriminator. The discriminator learned to differentiate between real and fake data. The generator produced the data so realistic that the discriminator cannot reliably tell it apart from the real data. The discriminator become adept at distinguishing the real data from fake, but struggles as the generator improves. This interplay pushes both the network to improve over time. These type of neural networks are mainly used for image generation, data augmentation, super resolution, style transfer, video game design, medical imaging, 3D model generation. The main advantage of these type of neural networks are realistic output. That means capable of generating highly realistic data. Also, it will works without labeled data in the generation, like unsupervised learning. The neural networks are at the heart of the generative AI, enabling machine to not just understanding but also create. From text and image generation to multimodal applications, these models are transferring industries and redefining creativity. However, with a great power comes responsibility. It is crucial to address the challenges and ethical concern as we advance. I hope everyone understood this session. If you have any question, please put them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.